Dear student, in this class, we are going to do a problem based on conductor to free space boundary. And in the last class, we have discussed about the boundary conditions. So, if you take a conductor to free space boundary, and one side you are having conductor, and other side you are having free space, and we have concluded that this conductor surface is nothing but an equipotential surface. That is the first conclusion we have taken. And if you take your electric field intensity, the electric field intensity always will be in the normal direction. And if you take the electric field intensity along the surface of the earth E tan, that E tan is equal to 0. That means this entire electric field always will be at an angle of 90 degrees to this conducting surface. That is nothing but your E normal. So, based on this concept, we are going to do a problem now. So, see this problem. If V is equal to 100 into x square minus y square volts and the point lies on the conductor free space boundary. The point is on the conductor to free space boundary. Find Vp means potential at the given point, E bar, electric field intensity at the point P, Ep bar and D bar and as well as dP, and the charge density rho is at the given point P of 2 minus 1 3. Also find the equation of the streamline passing through the given point. So, let us see this problem very clearly. It is telling that he has given potential here and he is going to ask you the electric field intensity. That means you know very well there is a relation between V and E, then definitely you can do this problem within the no time. So, let us do the first bit then. A. What is A? Vp, potential at the given point. So, the equation of the potential is given as V is equal to 100 into x square minus y square and the point P is 2 minus 1 and 3. Then what is the potential at the given point? Vp is equal to, just substitute here 100 into x square means 4, that is y means minus 1 whole square means minus 1. So, that is equal to 300 volts. This is the first bit. And what is the second one then? E bar, electric field intensity. Electric field intensity is equal to minus del V, that is already known to you. This is the equation. That is equal to minus of dou V by dou x into Ax plus dou V by dou y into Ay plus dou V by dou z into Az. Okay. Already the potential is given to you. What is the potential here? V is equal to 100 into x square minus y square. Therefore, E bar is equal to minus of derivative with respect to x here. This is called 2x. That means this is into 100. So, you can say 200x Ax, and the second one is with respect to y. With respect to y means you can say minus 200 into y minus 200 into y Ay, and there is no variation with respect to z. That's why the third term is 0. This is the electric field intensity. That's the answer. The unit is volts per meter. So, this is the second bit, electric field intensity. What is the third one? Ep, electric field intensity at the given point. Just substitute the point, you are going to get E bar is equal to minus of 200 into x. What is that x here? X means you can say 2. That means 400x and 200y. What is y? Minus 1. So, it is minus of minus plus. So, plus 200 Ay. Volt per meter. So, as it is at that given point, this is called Ep. So, electric field intensity at the given point P. This is nothing but the E bar is nothing but B bit and C bar is Ep. And what about the D bar? D bar is equal to, D bar means flux density. D bar is equal to, you know, epsilon naught times E bar. This is the relation you know. So, what is epsilon naught? Epsilon naught into epsilon r. The point is given in the free space. That's why you can say this is equal to epsilon naught into E bar. So therefore, D bar is equal to epsilon naught means 8.854 into 10 to the power of minus 12 into E bar. So what is E bar? E bar is nothing but you can say this is minus 200x AX 200x AX minus 200 y AY y AY. But he has asked here, this is the nothing but the D bar, right? So if you take this D bar, then he is going to ask you dP. So E bit is dP. So dP bar is equal to 8.854 into 10 to the power of minus 12 minus of into 200 into x. What is the x here? This is 2. 400x AX and 200y means plus 200 AY. Okay. This is dP, coulomb per meter square. So if you just simplify this, you are going to get dP bar is equal to minus 3.54 AX, okay, minus 1.771 AY nano coulombs per meter square, because 10 to the power of minus 12 I am using here. So I am converting into this 10 to the power of nano coulombs per meter square. So if I want dP magnitude of dP, that is equal to root of minus 3.54 whole square plus minus 1.771 whole square. This is equal to 3.96 nano coulombs per meter square. This is the answer. This is nano coulombs per meter square. This is the unit of this one. So what is this dP? Flux density at the given point, okay, that is equal to 3.96 nano coulombs per meter square. So if you take this conductor surface, and this is nothing but En, and as well as Dn is also in the same direction, and just now I have calculated normal component of D is equal to 3.96 nano coulomb per meter square. So what is your Gauss law here? This your dN1 is nothing but your dN is equal to rho s. Rho s means charge density at the given point here. So you have calculated d bar and you have calculated dP, and rho s is nothing but 3.96. So therefore rho s is equal to 3.96 nano coulomb per meter square. Okay, this is the way of calculating your rho s. So what you have done? From V you have calculated E, from E you have calculated D, from D you have calculated your rho s, because dN1 is equal to rho s. So this is the way of doing this problem. I hope you understood this. And finally what we have to do now? We have to find the equation of the streamline passing through the given point. So what is the streamline? So let us sketch it now, okay. Now we are going to find the equation of the streamline passing through the given point P of 2 minus 1 3, and the given potential is V is equal to 100 into x square minus y square. Then potential at the given point Vp is equal to 100 into 4 minus 1, that is equal to 300. Then what is the equation of this one? You substitute 300 volts here, therefore 300 is equal to 100 into x square minus y square. Therefore, x square minus y square is equal to 3. It is the equation of the potential on the conductor surface, where the potential at each and every point is 300 volts. Now, similarly, if you take this electric field intensity, E bar is equal to minus 200 into x AX plus 200 into y AY, which is already developed for us, then you can write here EY by EX is equal to 200y divided by minus 200x, that is equal to minus y by x, that is equal to the slope of this line, that is called dy by dx. Then by using your technique of differentiation, that means variable separable method. You can write down here dy by y plus dx by x is equal to 0. After solving this, you can say ln of y plus ln of x is equal to some constant. So if you just multiply this, then you can say xy is equal to some c2. Now let us sketch these values in the graph like this. So let us take a graph here, and this is y-axis and this is x-axis. That will be the x-axis and this is y-axis. Okay. Now just approximately this is 1 unit, second unit and third and fourth like this, and this is 1, 2, 3, and this is negative -1, -2, -3. Now remember, from your mathematics easily you can understand x square minus y square 3 is equal to 3 is nothing but hyperbolic function. Okay. So this will be coming like this. So this is nothing but x square minus y square is equal to 3. This is the equation. And this graph is at z is equal to 3 plane. So z is in this direction. Z is equal to 1, 2, 3. The value given is 3. So that's why I can say this is equal to z is equal to 3 plane. Okay. And the given point is here 2, -1, 3. So x is equal to 2 and y is equal to -1. So probably this may be the point. This may be the point P of, you can say 2, -1 and 3. So this is nothing but the equation of the conducting surface. So this is nothing but the conductors. And you know from the boundary conditions, the flux density is always at an angle of 90 degrees to this. So that's why it will be in this direction. So it will be in this direction like this. But what he is asking the equation of the streamline passing through the given point. So that is nothing but this point. This is already developed here, that is xy is equal to c2. So c2 is equal to, what is xy at that given point? What is x here? 4 into x is equal to 2 and this is -1, that is equal to -2. Therefore I can say xy is equal to -2. This is the equation. So if you take this equation, this is xy is equal to -2 here. So remember, this is nothing but the conducting medium, and this is nothing but the another medium, and this is nothing but the surface of the conductor. The equation of this conducting surface is x square minus y square is equal to 3. And from your boundary condition, you can say always the electric field intensity or flux density always will be at an angle of 90 degrees to this conducting surface. So that is the reason this is the conductors and this is the flux that is coming out like this. So finally, xy is equal to -2 is nothing but the equation of the streamline of this conducting surface equation at the given point P of 2, -1, 3. So finally, very simple. What you have to remember is the boundary conditions of the conductor to free space. A conductor surface is always an equipotential surface. Wherever the equipotential surface is required, just substitute with the conductor. And one more thing is, and there is no question of tangential component. That means there is no component of electric field along the surface of the conductor. The entire electric field will be always at an angle of 90 degrees to this. So these conditions you have used to solve this problem. Okay? I hope you understood this. Thank you.